What's up, guys? This is Nick from Arch City Poker, and in today's vlog, I'm going to be continuing the Poker 101 series with today's topic covering small pocket pairs. I'm going to include pairs sixes through deuces. I know many players consider pocket sixes a mid pair, but I'm going to include it in the small pocket pairs just for the sake of this video. Many players struggle to play these pocket pairs pre and or post flop. Many of them don't understand where the value lies in small pocket pairs, and they don't understand that often when entering the pot with a small pocket pair, stack sizes and the overall aggressiveness of the table behind you will matter a lot. So where does the value lie in small pocket pairs? Well, it's basically when they can flop sets and when there's a lot of implied odds. So anytime you hear implied odds, you really want stacks to be deeper. Therefore, if your table is naturally, like if average stack sizes are definitely over 100 big blinds, then you can consider entering the pot with sixes through deuces much more often than, let's say, if the average stack sizes were around 50 to 70 big blinds. Then you would have to consider letting these pairs go because they don't have enough showdown value as just one pair. You're not going to be able to withstand multiple streets of pressure. You also do not have the ability to often improve with these pairs if you're the one dealing out the pressure, as you only often have two real clean outs to improve. So small pocket pairs, I would say, if you guys are watching this and you play in live low stakes games, many players will tell you to only open something like sevens plus from early position. I think you can open these small pocket pairs for a raise from any position on the table as long as there aren't aggressive players behind you. If there's really no three betting going on, if there's a lot of multi-way single raise pots where there's a lot of dead money, then your ability to flop sets and your implied odds is going to make it worthwhile to play these small pocket pairs for a raise. And I know a lot of you guys like to limp in with these pairs. However, even the most incompetent players will start to understand your strategy. If they see you limping, they'll often know that on low boards, they're going to give you a lot more credit for sets. On high boards, when you just limp in, you're often not going to be able to rep those cards very well. So I like to preach to my students and players to disguise their ranges by just coming in for a raise with pretty much everything. Now, like I said, if you have aggressive players behind you, if there's a lot of three betting going on, then you probably need to slash these small pocket pairs from your open raising range from early position and even getting into middle position. You can probably get away with sixes and fives, but fours, threes, and deuces probably would wait until you're in late position to open those if the table is very aggressive behind you. Now, as far as flatting a raise, again, if the table's not very aggressive behind you, then you can get away with probably flatting any pocket pair against any raiser that's in front of you in a live low stakes games, for example. Their ranges are often going to be decently tight. These players will tend to get married to overpairs on certain flop textures or like top pair, top kicker type of stuff. Therefore, your implied odds go up, and the ability to flop sets makes it much more profitable for you to flat with your pocket pairs. Now, let's say you have an under the gun raiser and you flat with your small pocket pair in mid position. If you have aggressive players behind you that can three bet again, then it's going to really lower the value of your small pocket pair. And you might not even be able to see the flop profitably to see if you can flop a set. So your implied odds go down, stack sizes shrink, making it not worthwhile and not profitable to flat with these small pocket pairs. So overall, just be very mindful of stack sizes and how aggressive the table is behind you. The players left to act should really determine if you want to play these small pocket pairs or not. And just keep in mind that they don't often have enough showdown value to just play them for their one pair. You have to be able to have implied odds and the ability to flop sets to make these profitable. To wrap up this vlog real quick, as far as facing three bets, if you do open and you do get three bet and you're out of position, unless stacks are very deep, it's probably not going to be profitable for you guys to continue. You're going to be check folding way too often on the flop and just burning money by just calling just a set mine. Calling just a set mine will not be profitable. I want to reiterate that to you guys. Now, if you, let's say, open from late position and you get three bet by somebody in the blinds and you're in position, then you probably have the ability to call more often than not if you feel like you definitely have at least the same post-flop skills, if not a little bit more, as far as compared to the player that is three betting and is out of position against you. So being in position definitely makes it much easier to steal, to represent certain board textures with a lot of different combos of your range when you have these small pocket pairs. So definitely keep that in mind if you're in position. But like I said, if you're out of position facing a 3-bet, you cannot just call to set mine often enough. You have to be very deep to be able to do that. So if you guys have any questions or comments and would like me to clarify on anything on this topic in this vlog, then just let me know as always. But until next time, this is Nick from Arch City Poker. Take care.